They call me Squirrel.
What's going on, my squirrely friends? It's good to be back and good to see you. Been a fast-paced couple days getting the kids settled in with the new school, and all the sports are starting in the same week, and on Cub Scouts and all that, so glad to take a little time to sit down for some 4 Ronnies Friday. I got some other videos coming out as well, so look for those over the weekend. Also, want to let you guys know something. I started out as a ranter, kind of doing rant videos, and then I moved into doing reactions. I've been going back to my roots like the past 10 weeks, and on Wednesday nights on a channel called Rants with Rogers, I've been going up there and ranting with other people. Now, when you rant, you just kind of freestyle and go loose with it, you know? And so I'm in the final 4 right now. And instead of having the crowd that's their live judge, they've changed it. And what they're doing is they're asking everyone to share out the video and try to get their friends to come watch the video and vote for who you truly believe won in the rant. So what they've done is there's 2 matchups. It's Lisa B and Sola V, and then it's myself against a gentleman named Song Daddy. I'll put a link to both of those down below. I ask that you at least watch mine if you could. If you want to watch them both and vote on both, that's cool. And seriously, vote for who you think really won. I want to have a bunch of votes on there. I want to have a good time with it, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. The voting stops on Monday, so I just ask if everybody could take a shot at it, cool. And then next week is the finals. I'll make sure I post the link out again next week. Maybe some of you folks, if you're up, I know it's super late for you guys. I think it's like 2 a.m., but anybody who's getting home from work or just hanging out having a beer, maybe you can come check it out and watch it live. And I think the voting's going to be the same way, so I'll let you know. That's about it. Let's get to 4 Ronnies Friday. I just wanted to put that out there. Sorry about that. But sometimes I just want to pass along information, so I'll have the link below for you. Let's see. I don't know what we got here. It's Shakespeare and the Milkman. I don't even know sometimes. Sometimes I'm just like, and I try to think, what is this? And I got nothing. So together, let's have nothing and go get something and enjoy it together. It's 4 Ronnies Friday. Hit the subscription button. It's time. Shakespeare and the Milkman.
Master Shakespeare.
Hello, Milkman.
How fares thy goodly self this many a day?
Wish you'd speak the flaming Queen's English. Pint of gold chop, please.
You don't sound very happy, sir. Something wrong with your latest play?
You're not wrong there, sunshine. I'm in a right chewing eight over it, I tell you that.
Might I, perchance, take an itsy-bitsy gander?
By all means, yes, you have a little butcher's there. Have a look.
Milkman.
What do we know? We don't like it. What do you mean?
No. Would it not be a shade better to say, now is the winter of our discontent made glorious summer by this son of York?
Well, that's all a bit fancy, isn't it, eh? Don't want to top that. What's the matter what I writ there, you know? Ruddy cold, I said to Yorkie, think I'll have a week in talkie. That's all right, isn't it? Rhymes, if you say it quick.
Relax, a certain magic, sir.
Oh. Listen, I'll tell you what, I was working on another piece the other day. I'll get you to have a look at this. See what you think of that. See your opinion of that.
Carry on, Othello.
Good title, don't you think?
It lacks class, sir. I mean, the main character, Othello, does he have to be a bookies runner?
No. Could be a pork butcher or something like that. Social worker.
No, I fear you missed the point entirely, sir. No. He should be a romantic, a soldier, perchance.
Well, what do you mean? Sergeant Major Othello? In charge of the cookhouse? Something like that?
Great.
If you want to make it more avant-garde.
This is so hilarious. Like, Shakespeare is actually just a regular bloke, but the Milkman is the guy who put all the good twist on shit. Awesome.
He could be coloured.
That's a good idea. Good idea. Change the title. Chocolate Soldier, we could call it. As a matter of fact.
A joke?
Yes, a bit of a joke, a bit of a gag, you see. Someone in the audience could shout out, sing us a bit from the Chocolate Soldier, you see. Then Othello could say, which bit? And the lady would shout back, the bit with the nuts in. Very well in Hamlet, you see. Then you put him in a pair of loose tights, you know, just to give it more point.
Yes, I must say there. It needs a little soupçon sex somewhere.
What do you mean, soups on? Have a look at that. Mrs. Othello. Gladys, née Ponsford, married 27 years, 11 children, 12th on the way. I mean, I think you've got to admit that in the How's Your Father department, Othello was quite tasty.
Well, far be it from me to criticise the great William Shakespeare, but it certainly doesn't set one's pulses racing.
Oh, Perhaps I should go back to selling insurance. What do you think?
Oh, pox on that, sir. It would be a crime indeed to deprive the world of the majesty of your great works.
Listen, there's another thing I was working on the other day. Have a butcher's at that, see what you think.
Oh, Julius Caesar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't like it, do you? You don't like it at all, I can tell. Well, what would you have written? Eh?
Well, I would have written something like, Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him.
Well, that's a bit poncy, isn't it?
Bit poncy, ain't
we
it?
better plant Caesar before very long. It's a very hot day and he's starting to pong.
Professor.
I mean, goodness. Listen, anyway, I can't rabbit away here. I've got to motor on with this. I've got a deadline here for Saturday. Richard the 111th. Started it.
What seems to be the problem with that one?
Well, I'm stuck right at the end, you see. He's just finished the battle, Richard, you see. He's all in his jack. He's just standing there. He's trying to call for help, you see. Calling basically for help, and I can think of nothing for him to say.
Well, much as I would like to stay and proffer my assistance, I fear my milk round is still very long, and all on foot. How weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seem to me all the uses of this world.
You ought to get the co-op to give you some transport.
Ah, if only. A horse, my kingdom for a horse.
That is it. That is it. That is what Richard say at the battlefield. That is it. I fought so hard, me legs gone wonky. Will somebody fetch me a bleeding donkey?
Part 1 before Arnie's Friday starts out with a funny one. That's really good. Shakespeare is apparently an idiot, and the Milkman is an amazing writer and lyricist. It's so funny. Seeing Ronnie Corbett in that little outfit is it's borderline hilarious in and of itself. The Milkman, of course, he reminded me of, what's his name? Hoss Cartwright, I think, from the Bonanza show over here. I don't know if you guys had over there or not, but it was like the 60s, but that's what he kind of reminded me of in that outfit. But there you go, Shakespeare and the Milkman. It's Ronnie and Tony, the squirrel, and of course all of you. So here we are. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll be back later for part 2, and please remember to go vote. I would appreciate it. I'll catch you guys soon. Until next time, Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Vote squirrel.